That's how with these to get my mind right. It's crazy, my own homies hating, cause I'm almost in that limelight. Growing up not having shit made me grind.
Oh snap. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy King Tef. We actually doing Guro. I think I'm saying this right. GUERO10K. 5 murders, bro. That's cool. I guess here we go. Let's get into it, man. I've been wanting to know what, you know what I'm saying, like what happened and stuff, so you know why he been locked up.
Man, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of EO.
And ain't nobody really said anything, so let's see what he talking about, man.
For this video, we're gonna be speaking on Houston rapper GUERO10K, who's just been charged with.
I don't want to skip through what he's talking about, but we got to.
September 1st, 2021, 22.
Is this the beginning?
Cash out Ace.
Okay.
September 1st, 2021. 22-year-old Kelvin Badillo was arrested in Houston, Texas on a warrant. Sitting inside of the Harris County Sheriff's Office.
So I don't know if this is true or not, but if I keep seeing this little video of I think that they said it was Cash Out Ace. It's a little picture, thumbnail, like left his skull missing. Like what? Y'all gonna have to fill me in on that. Like it's like a little video. He got a picture like this and like have his head is like, I don't know, bro.
Office, Kelvin was interviewed specifically about his involvement in the music video shooting of Houston rapper Cash Out Ace that left 9 people shot, 2 of which died. This interview would be the beginning of the downfall of Houston rapper and alleged gang leader GUERO10K. Investigators knew exactly who they were speaking with. They just needed Kelvin to know how fucked he already was before they could manipulate him into telling it all. They knew his mom, Susanna Segura, bought him a 2009 Honda Civic Coupe off a man from Facebook. They'd already located the vehicle at a scrapyard. Kelvin had signed over the title, and inside, investigators found several spent shell casings, which were tested and linked to multiple shootings in Houston, 2 of which being homicide cases linked to the 10K gang. They had Kelvin's Snapchat account containing messages he'd sent to GUERO10K where he spoke on 2 back-to-back shootings, stating one of the victims was offering a reward for information on who owns a black 2-door Civic with a broken window. It was Kelvin's car that was being described in a total of 3 shootings, 2 of which homicide cases. It was Kelvin's friends whose cell phones pinged nearby towers, giving away their locations at the times of these shootings, and now investigators had played their hand and played it well.
Let me say something to y'all real quick. Man, if you watch my reactions, in my reactions, I'll be like, is this dude white? Is this dude white? I give it to y'all. I give it to him for real. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't, applauding him for what he did or whatever's going on, because I don't really know what's going on. Looks can definitely be deceiving. He don't really, like, he looked like he, you know what I'm saying? He looked cool. He looked chill. He looked, straight. You know what I'm saying? He might do the little gang thing on the side, but he don't look like he really, like, you know what I'm saying? He out there just, bah, 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 you know what I'm saying? Like, she just, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't seem like he that. Like, he might get him to that point, you feel me? But he don't just, like, when you look at him, you like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? But sheesh, 5? But he was like that. Them raps wasn't no lie.
Kelvin confessed to being the driver of the music video shooting. He'd go on to say Christian Cavazos Jr., also known as GUERO10K, was sitting in the front passenger seat armed with an AK-47. Louis Santee, also known as Rico 10K, and Roman Wise, another 10K member, was sitting in the back seat armed with a 40 caliber and 9mm pistol. They'd driven past the music video location, seeing the rival rapper filming, when Kelvin made a U-turn. On the second pass by, GUERO10K and Roman started firing out of the window, while Rico 10K was shooting from the sunroof. As they drove up,
they on some GTA stuff, bro. Dude was up top out the sunroof. And I ain't saying that he don't look like he hard. He look like he look like a pretty boy. I ain't gonna lie, look like he get females. You know what I'm saying? But he getting them blicks too.
The cameraman was dead, a second man was dead, plenty more were wounded, and Cash Out Ace had been left with a bullet in his arm and another in his head, to which doctors would later remove a section of his skull. The shooting was captured on a nearby business surveillance camera where investigators could clearly see the Honda and muzzle flashes from 3 separate guns firing. That's when investigators pulled out a picture.
Sheesh.
It was an elderly couple. Investigators asking Kelvin if he knew anything about their murder as he began to cry before saying yes. September 25th, 2019, Rosalva Reyes was on her way home from the hospital where her mother had just died. She was riding in a purple Dodge Charger driven by her niece as she sat in the front passenger seat with her sister in the back. Her husband Ramiro was following close behind in his truck. After a long emotional night, they just wanted to make it home. Kelvin Badillo was driving his car early in the morning with Guero, Roman, and GUERO10K. Guero was sitting in the...
I swear he said Kelvin Guero. I thought Kelvin was Guero. Anyways, man, now I'm confused, bro. Cause I've been thinking when he say Kelvin, is Kelvin the dude that was on the screen that was right there? Cause I thought that was another. I thought that was somebody else, Rodriguez or something like that. Man, I don't know, bro. All I know is this is wild,
the front,
bro.
On a video call with rival rapper Cash Out Ace as they went back and forth making threats. Kelvin told investigators
I don't know why Cash Out Ace ain't just sitting down, bro. Cause that's like that right there is wild, bro. To miss have your skull. I guess this might have been happening before that, but still, like now he need to just relax and just chill out, bro. Like seriously, I'm being dead
told
serious,
Ace to
y'all.
drop a location and meet up. To which Ace said he was riding in a gray.
Man, come on with that, man.
Squarespace is a one-stop shop that helped me
Man,
set
we
up
ain't
my
worried about
online store.
Squarespace, but no, for real though, like he need to relax though, for real. Like don't be, like man, you just survived a death for real. Like that's crazy, bro.
Dodge Charger. Kelvin would continue telling investigators as Guero and Ace kept going back and forth making threats. A Dodge Charger drove past them. Kelvin told Guero hang up the phone.
Wow, never. What? Y'all heard what he said?
Kelvin would continue telling investigators as Guero and Ace kept going back and forth making threats. A Dodge Charger drove past them. Kelvin told Guero hang up the phone as they started following the Charger all the way home. They watched the vehicle park, and as the doors began to open, Guero and Rico started firing AI.
Man, why ain't they let them get out the car, bro? Come on. I understand like you gotta stay on your 10 toes, but bro, if that was them, I swear, if that was them, bro, it wouldn't have been no parking and stopping, bro. It ain't none of that, bro. If that was them in that Charger, they wouldn't have parked and stopped. They'd have straight, they'd have, like, I'm serious, bro. Like, come on, man.
Pistols while Roman fired a
bro.
Glock before driving off, circling back, and opening fire again.
Damn, and they
Hours
circled
later,
back, bro.
the group would watch the news cover the shooting, stating an elderly couple had been killed. Kelvin told investigators Guero and Rico weren't upset. In fact, it was the complete opposite. They were celebrating as they thought they killed Cash Out Ace's grandparents.
Harris County 911, what's the location of your emergency?
I live at Grand Cedars.
How can I help you?
There is a lot of gunfire going on outside.
Okay, how many shots have you heard?
How many shots have we heard? Probably 20.
Okay.
More than 20.
It was 1:30 in the morning when
Yeah,
Harris
man.
County sheriffs received multiple 911 calls reporting gunfire in the 1100 block of Francitas Drive in Houston, Texas. Deputies arrived on scene finding a dead man lying in the road with multiple gunshots to his body. A Dodge Charger parked in front of the home had a woman seated in the passenger seat. She'd also be pronounced dead at the scene. A third man was shot in his hip as he ran out of his home in an attempt to help his family while the shooters were driving past for the second time. He'd be transported to a hospital where he'd later be listed in stable condition. The Reyeses were killed. The wife dying first as her husband ran from his truck to her car, getting shot multiple times in the process, as over 40 shell casings were found at the scene. They had no affiliation to Cash Out Ace, no ties to the ongoing war in Houston streets, and Rosalva Reyes was only guilty of being a passenger in a Dodge Charger on her way home after her mother's death when a group of gang members mistook the vehicle as belonging to a rival rapper. Her and her husband would have celebrated their 40th wedding anniversary only 1 month later. The information Kelvin was able to confess to was enough to charge GUERO10K with 2 capital murders, punishable by death in the state of Texas, on top of the 2 murders stemming from the music video shooting that left 7 others wounded. Not only that, but Cash Out Ace's brother had spoke with investigators in the hospital after the music video shooting, saying he'd been on a video call with GUERO10K as he made threats with a man in the background holding a rifle. They'd repeat an address claiming to know where he lived, but he'd tell them that's his grandparents' house and he no longer lived there. 30 minutes later, the elderly couple were killed. But that isn't all. Earlier in September, before the murder of the elderly couple, another shooting took place in which 3 men who'd been arguing with the 10K gang on Instagram Live were in a car exiting the Costa Vizcaya apartment complex where a 10K member lived. As they exited, they began to be followed by a dark-colored vehicle, and when they got on the roadway, a person inside the vehicle opened fire, causing them to veer off the road and crash into a tree. 2 of the men got out, helping each other across the road, as the third stayed inside the vehicle, suffering a gunshot wound to his back. That's when the dark-colored vehicle drove back.
So they left that nigga in the car, bro? That's crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you, that's wild.
A man got out, walking up on the crashed vehicle, and opened fire again, killing 19-year-old Ryan McGowan. Months later, a female would contact investigators with information about the shooting. She provides specific details about the shooting unknown to the public and consistent with the 2 other victims who survived the crash, such as the shooters drove back to keep shooting the victim, making sure he was dead. She'd go on to say she learned it from a video call with Guero and Rico10K, where Guero said he shot him and Rico said he drove the car.
Oh, so they wasn't playing. Them people was snitching, boy. I ain't gonna lie. They was in that mug telling, boy. Hey, but this is sad though. This is crazy. Like, he really threw his life away, and he ain't far away from me. Really up the street. You know what I'm saying? In Houston, that's up the street. It's not even far, man. It's just crazy though. Like, I wanted to know what was really going on. You know what I'm saying? I was like, dang, cause he tough. I ain't gonna lie. His rapping is tough, bro. He's really tough. He's a tough rapper. So it's like, I was really messing with him heavy. And I was like, dang, bro, he don't drop no music no more. So I asked y'all in the comments what was going on. Y'all said he was in jail for I don't know if y'all said murder. Y'all said something else, I feel like. And I was like, okay, he'll probably get out there. And now I'm looking at this, facing 5 murder charges. Man, he not getting out.
9mm shell casings recovered on the scene would later match the 9mm shell casings left at the scene of the music video shooting 3 months later, where Kelvin confessed that Rico10K was armed with a 9mm handgun. GUERO10K's cell phone also pinned a tower within 700 feet from the apartment complex on the day and around the time of the murder, then pinned another tower 6,700 feet away from the murder scene after it happened. GUERO10K now faces 2 capital murders and 3 murder charges for the shooting deaths of 63-year-old Ramiro and 61-year-old Rosalva Reyes, 19-year-old Ryan McGowan, 20-year-old Gonzalo Gonzalez, and 22-year-old Jonathan Jimenez. At only 20 years old himself, charged with 5 murders with an immense amount of evidence, confessions, and testimony against him, it seems now GUERO10K is no longer fighting for his freedom, but fighting for his life, as the punishment of death may be imposed by the state of Texas.
That's crazy.
At the same time, Guero remains in federal custody after a search of his home recovered drugs, rifles, and a Glock with a switch, leaving him charged with possession of a machine gun, meaning Guero could face years in federal prison before having to face his state punishment, unless the feds decide to take over with a 10K RICO case in which he could face a federal death penalty. Now this case just keeps getting worse and worse. This kid's facing up to 10 years for possession of a fucking machine gun. I don't even know if he's a felon. So the punishment may be even worse than that. If the feds decide to pick up these murder cases, he could be hit with a RICO. And because these are murders, and capital murders, if they're charged the same way in the feds, like I said, he could face death in the feds. There's also a chance he could get sentenced for what he's facing federally, and then be sentenced for what he's facing statewide. So this kid could literally be sentenced to death, life, etc., but have to wait, do 10 years in the feds first, and then go and handle that.
That's crazy. 10 years gone, already gone. At that point, you like, man, just kill me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like 10 years, and then you do the 10 years. You like, all right, cool. Now you gotta mess around and do another. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro.
Motherfuckers want what's owed in a sense. The feds are gonna want the time that they can get from this kid, and then the state of Texas, which doesn't fuck off, is gonna want to bury this kid. 20 years old, facing 5 murders, allegedly killed an elderly couple, assuming it was related to somebody else. I mean, motherfuckers was looking up to him and dick riding him when he was out doing good. But I guarantee you not one of his fans or not one of the motherfuckers that think that shit's cool, what he was doing, want to be in the position that he's in now.
Hell no.
I guarantee you not one of them 10K members want to switch positions with him.
No, they don't.
And it isn't just him that's charged. GUERO10K got hit. The kid that snitched got hit.
Yep.
Everybody's fucked right now. And the kid that snitched, he's probably just trying to get the best deal that he can, which most likely is still going to be a ridiculous amount of time.
It's not going to be a good deal, bro.
It's 1090 Jake. I'm rocking with y'all, and y'all rocking with me. Till next time.
Hey, that's crazy though, bro. Nah, that's crazy. Man, y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Hit that bell. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay out the streets, man, as much as you can, man. He just threw his life away at 20 years old, bro. I mess with his music heavy. That don't mean that what he did was good, but I didn't think he was out here like that, though. You know what I'm saying? I knew he was, you know, in the thug, you know, gang, stuff like that, but I didn't know he was out here doing this, bro. We out, man. Stay safe, stay blessed, man. Peace. Appreciate all the support and all the love, man.
Nah, so I keep my eye tight. This what they been waiting for, but the wait is over. You better ask about Lil Snoop, bitch, I'm taking over. I put my city on my back like my polo.